Hello again. I'm here with another book review. This one is for The Ace of Shades by Foody, and it comes out on April 10th. I got an advanced reader copy from Galley for an honest review. So let me read the description from the book. Anna Salter was raised as a proper young lady, and no lady would willingly visit New Rennes, the so-called City of Sin. But when her mother goes missing, Anna must leave her finishing school and her reputation behind to follow her mother's trail to the city where no one survives uncorrupted. Frightened and alone, Anna has only one lead, the name Levi Glazier. Unfortunately, Levi isn't the gentleman she expected. He's a street lord and a con man. Levi is also only one payment away from cleaning up a rapidly unraveling investment scam, so he doesn't have the time to investigate a woman leading a dangerous double life. Anna's offer of compensation, however, could be the solution to all his problems. Their search for clues lead them through glamorous casinos, illicit cabarets, and into the clutches of a ruthless mafia donna. As Anna unearths an impossible secret about her past, Levi's enemies catch up to them, ensnaring him in a vicious execution game where the players always lose. To save him, Anna will need to surrender herself to the city, and she'll need to play. Okay, I really enjoyed this book. It's a complex book in a way because it has a really interesting history. The world of New Rennes is really cool. It reminds me of kind of a New Orleans type of fantasy world that has magic and gangs and mafia bosses, and it's a really interesting story, and it has an interesting history to the world as well. In this world, there were a group of monarchs called misers who used to run the world, and these misers were very powerful magic users. And the way magic and talent is used in this world is every person has two talents, a blood talent and a split talent. And those talents come from two pools. A talent of aptitude, which is basic talents like arithmetic, dance, specialty skill. And then there's a talent of mystery, which are your magic powers. Now, not everybody who has magic is a miser, but if you are a miser, you definitely have magic, and a powerful magic. The currency of this world is vaults that they store in orbs. That's the currency. Vaults are artificially created now in this world after the monarchs were defeated. Misers, the monarchs, can actually create vaults themselves. So obviously, a person is made of money. They can basically create as many vaults as they want. Anybody who's a sympathizer to the miser is suspect. Anybody who creates the orbs that the vaults were stored in, since that's how misers stored their vaults, they are a little suspect as well. And basically anybody who uses magic is a little suspect, but there is still magic in this world. The character of Anna, she starts out prim and proper, but we learn that she can actually play this dirty game that is in this New Reyes world and kind of go through all the different levels of different types of criminals and different types of organizations and different types of rules and subsets. And Levi is supposed to actually be, the criminal element. And the way this book goes, one of the cute little things in this book is actually, while Anna starts out as like the prim and proper person and Levi is like the hard-nosed type of criminal, he winds up being the one that kind of looks down at what Anna's doing. She becomes the really successful criminal and the crime lord herself. Anna goes to find her mother lords. And the story gives you a wonderful introduction of the world of New Rennes. In fact, there's actually one nice little plot device where Anna brought a guide to the seedy spots and the places to go and not go in New Rennes. And this book is actually quoted throughout the book, and it's actually a pretty funny thing. And she also has this code of conduct that she learned from her mother that helps her navigate through the different underworld parts of this society. So as the story goes, Levi drags Anna through various seedy parts of the New Rennes city and brings her up to speed on his associates in the areas of New Rennes. But when he introduces her to Bianca Augustine to land a job, that's when her fate gets even more entwined with this dark underworld in the city, and Anna learns to do things she never thought she would. And there's a kind of a bit of a romance, not really, it's kind of like a, will they, won't they type of romance between Anna and Levi, which I enjoyed. I thought it was pretty well done, and all of the characters are good, especially even Bianca, who is the basically the villain, one of the villains of the piece, is really good as well. But there are a lot of sub characters in here that are really well done, and all the characters I actually really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the way the world just opened up to you, how the author explained things to you, and you really got a feel for the world while these characters were in it. It definitely took on a really strong texture. I mean, I could see the world while I was reading the book, and I really enjoyed it. This is the first book by Amanda Foody that I've read, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, all in all, I think it was a really good book. A lot of people compared it to Six of Crows. I could see, because it is kind of a underworld type of thing, I kind of could see a Six of Crows. Some people also compared it to Caraval. I could kind of see that as well. I thought one of the best reviews I read was that if Six of Crows and Caraval had a baby, it would be this book. It has that air of mystery about it, and the kind of like, you know, going through all these different worlds that you don't know, but even though you're going through it, it explains it so well that it's just a real fun ride. And I am so looking forward to the second book of this series now that I've seen it, the world is built. Again, I really enjoyed this book. I'm giving it 4 stars. It comes out again on April 10th. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.